Hello awesome people, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Legacy. So in the last episode we just purchased ourselves our very first home that you see sitting right there, called the Breeze Home. Now I'm quite excited to have this, but it is a little barren on the inside, meaning we'll probably have to upgrade it at some point, and upgrading requires us to have a fair amount of money. So in this episode, I have a few goals I want to do, and there is Lydia. I was kind of wondering. First things first, I want to find Isolde. Apparently, every single time I'm in this town and I'm looking for her, I apparently just easily avoid her, or I just seem to walk right past her. That being said, though, I'm hoping I'll find her today. That being said, though, I have the intention of selling a few other of my items here, so I can make as much money as I possibly can to maybe upgrade my home, because right now it doesn't even have a kitchen inside of it. This is oh, her home's open. Okay. I was coming here to check to see... No? Hey, you're here! Hi! I've been looking for you for, like, days now. Hi.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Okay, but I have your task. I don't really care what you're talking about, but
turn
okay.
That old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Ooh, we got more speech increase. Awesome. Okay, yeah, so we completed that task, which is what we came here to do initially anyways. Let's just ask her a few questions and see what she says about this.
About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
And the trading caravans?
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And Denord knows a liar when she sees one.
Okay, that was...
Goodbye.
Thank you.
And if you happen to see Mikhail, tell him I was asking about him.
Who's Mikhail? When did Mikhail come into any of this? We're just talking about mammoth tusks and transporting caravans and whatnot, but okay then, so yeah. So that's done. I'm not too sure, and I'm going to speak out of character here, I'm not too sure how exactly to wed someone, because I know doing that quest for her kind of gets me closer to it, though I believe I need to either gain a ring or something. I think it's just gaining a ring I need to do, and then I can wed her, or maybe there's another quest I need to do and I can't exactly think about which one it is. So I was thinking that if we came inside here, we can purchase some of those arrows that we kind of desperately need. We do have a fair amount of gold on us. We have 700 gold, which again isn't the worst thing in the world, but you can see again our food is getting rather low. We can't exactly cook anything either because we don't have any food to cook with. So hello
friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
Well, yes and no.
Never mind. I don't want to know.
Okay, so what does he actually have on him? He has, I think he has a fair amount of everything, actually, which is not bad. Hunting bow draining, that's kind of cool. Yeah, no, not bad. What do I currently use? I think I use I use an Imperial bow with damage of 16. So these hunting bows aren't bad, they just don't do as much damage as I would like them to do. Nice greatsword, though, that looks really nice. Paralysis arrows would be kind of cool. Poison arrows would be really nice as well, but they are expensive as hell. I was thinking of just getting some really simple ones. Maybe, I mean, super heavy's good. They're expensive, and they deal quite considerable amount of damage, but they don't drop off very far. Or, I mean, because I spent a lot of time doing close combat as well with my bow, which I know you guys don't like, but I think with the super heavy arrows, this might actually be worthwhile doing. Being that, again, they don't need to travel very far to deal the massive amount of damage that they can actually deal. And it's almost on par with the Orcish greatsword, so, I mean, that being said, I think it's a worthwhile purchase. So we're actually going to purchase a few of these here. So I'm going to purchase 100, obviously. We're going to purchase, say, 50. I think 50 is an alright... Yeah, 50 is an alright number for that. That being said, I do think we have a few things to sell these guys anyway. So we do have our supplies over here. Oh, I thought we could sell them skins and stuff. I guess I don't really want any. Do you have much food on you anyway? You have green arrows and mead. Nothing I really want. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for your business.
And again, once we get more money from selling stuff, I was thinking we'd come back here and buy a few of the other arrows as well. But again, we need to buy food and everything too, so... I don't think there's anything we can buy from here, but what we can do is we can actually upgrade what we already have. which I haven't really done. Oh, I can only upgrade armor here. I thought I could upgrade my bow from here as well. Unless it's down here, the grindstone, but that would be really strange, wouldn't it? No, apparently you can upgrade a bow down here. Yeah, sure. That would actually help me quite considerably. So that gives us a little bit more extra damage as well, which is great. So there we go. That being done, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. We can sell the skins, which I think is why I walked down here initially. So we can sell the skins to these guys, and that way we'll make a decent profit from them. And I figure whilst we're in here, we can also level ourselves up here real quick. So what can I sell you today? Yes, I can sell you a bit. That hide shield, not really worthwhile selling. The snow bear pelt definitely is. Holy crap. That's a decent amount of coin. You have 800, so I can sell you quite a bit. And there we go, this feature's now 26 as well, so that's great. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell all the stuff I don't necessarily need. I mean, I can get hides anywhere, really. They're not that big of an issue. I'm gonna keep this shield to major blocking, just in case we come into combat where we're gonna need to use a sword and shield. This would be preferable, as it does block the increased amount of damage there. So we will keep that on us. But everything else here, I don't think we necessarily need. I mean, we might keep some of the stuff. Oh, we have 12 wolf pelts. Yeah, definitely gonna sell some of these. I was gonna say, we can keep some of these on us, as we could probably make a few bandoliers and stuff to increase that capacity, but that's the only thing I can really see us using these for. That being said, I think I've sold all the weapons we necessarily can sell. I don't think anything else here is really sellable. Okay, cool. So that's done. We made ourselves a little bit, I think we made our money back. Oh, we made more than our money back, so that's great in that instance. Let's leave here again. Okay, so after walking all around town, we have sold what we need to sell, bought what we need to buy, and I think we are ready to go on our merry way towards Ivarstead. Now, the great thing about Ivarstead, if you guys remember back to the very first episode of this series, that was where I actually started recording, because I started down at Riften, and I decided to walk to Ivarstead to start recording, and then we made our way towards Whiterun here, which is really kind of cool. So let's head out here. Now, I don't think I can take the cart service to get to Ivarstead, so I think I might actually have to walk all the way there, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do, as we haven't travelled there since our initial journey of coming over here. So I'm not entirely sure how to get there. I think we might either have to go the path that we took to get to Winterhold and whatnot, but instead head down south, or we'd go towards Riverwood and then head, you know, kind of inwards from that. Let's just check the map real quick here. So right now, yeah, we're at Whiterun. Wow, why can't I say that word? Whiterun, and we need to get to Ivarstead, which is here. Now, there's a few ways we can go about that. We can go down to Riverwood, head through Helgen, and then head up here to Ivarstead. Or we can go the same path that we travelled initially and just head back up this road through here, and then that should take us to Ivarstead as well. Now, both seem to be around the same length. Maybe this one's a little shorter as it kind of just cuts over here. But I figured because we've already been this way, maybe we can either... Actually, there's that path there as well. I didn't even notice that. No, I don't think we can travel up that one. I think... Actually, can we travel up that one? I mean, it looks almost possible, doesn't it? But I believe that's the... No, I don't think that's the path we can take. It would be nice, though I definitely don't think we can take that. That being said, though, because I remember, if I remember correctly, that's the camp of the giants, which we kind of avoided initially. So that's not going to be much of a shortcut for us. So yeah, we can travel the path we've already been on, but I wanted to do something maybe different, go along here where we actually haven't been. But then again, it's nothing too special this way either. So we'll just travel the path that we've already been on. We'll go along here, travel around here, and then we'll meet up at Ivarstead. Now that being said, I don't think the cart system goes there. We can have a look. But I don't necessarily think it does head towards Ivarstead. It might head towards Riften instead, which it might take us past there. I'm not entirely too sure. Let's have a look. Let's ask him and see where he actually goes. Hello.
Need a ride?
Don't know yet. Yeah. Do you actually have? No, he doesn't. Okay.
That's fine.
He might have the vanilla available, and I'll just quickly check. No, he doesn't either. Okay, that's fine. We can just walk there anyway, so yeah, that is fine. Thank you.
See ya.
Okay, see you later. Actually, we could buy a horse. I was thinking about that the other day as well, because horse is 500 coin if I remember correctly, and that would save us some time. A fair amount of time, honestly. And we can steal the horse, but I don't want to do that. It's a little bit We don't want to get on a bad footing initially, so if we can find a guy that we can buy a horse from, we might consider actually buying a horse. So where are you? Are you inside your house, maybe? Hello?
Can I help you?
Yes, we want a horse.
Need a horse?
Yes.
Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Okay, hi, Skolvar.
Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon.
Can I buy one?
Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin.
Ooh, it's 1,000 coin. Ooh, I was thinking it was 500 coin. That would be a big cut in our current money value. I think I'll pass for now. As much as I want a horse, as much as that would make my journey a lot easier, I don't think spending that much coin on a horse this early on is something I really want to do until we get maybe 2,000 coin. That way we can spend it on a horse and still have 1,000 to play around with for the most part. So that's going to begin our journey to Ivarstead now, which is this way, so it says. So we might actually just follow the signs. I won't look at the map too often. I mean, we already made the basic journey beforehand heading to the other place that we're heading to up north. We just need to go south again instead. But that being said, I don't necessarily think we'll need to use the map for this. It should be a nice enough journey as it is. So with that being said, I'm going to fast forward until we get to Ivarstead. Though again, if anything interesting comes up, I'll stop fast forwarding. You guys can see that action in real time. Commentary or not commentary. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I didn't mean for any of that to go the way it did. Apparently, because a soldier came up to me and I had my arrow drawn as I was being cautious, the second he started the dialogue, my character decided to release the arrow I was holding, therefore starting an all-out fight. That being said though, I'm kinda lucky we survived, though again I feel rather guilty for everything that has happened. I mean, this guy has some great armor on him. At least it looked really cool. I mean, look at that. That stuff looks really nice. But yeah, I had no intention of killing them, and it just kind of ended up going that way, because as far as I know, there's no way to be, oh, I'm sorry, let me just, you know, back away and we'll be fine. No, the game insists on you having to kill them once you've engaged in combat initially. So, that being said, I've killed an officer as well, so yeah, I feel rather guilty, and some bandits came in as well for whatever reason. Next thing you know, we were fighting bandits as well, so that was strange. That being said, I'm going to fast forward after we continue looting these people here, and I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, so just after looking at the map real quick, I'm thinking about going up this way up the mountain. Now, I did initially say I don't think this is possible, and I'm still thinking it might not be possible, but if this is possible, this is a massive shortcut that would lead us right to Ivarstead if we can manage to take this route. Now, I'm not too sure if we can take the route. It looks a little sketchy. It looks like it might even be cut off. There might even be a ruin up there by the looks of it. I can't really tell with the amount of snow or fog that's up there. But we'll take this journey nonetheless. If it doesn't work out, then we'll have to backtrack and go around the mountain like we did initially, or like we were planning to do initially. But this should be interesting. So we'll see. Well, hopefully we'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, that journey through the mountain wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would have been. I was expecting we might encounter something that we weren't really looking forward to encountering, but the only thing we really saw on our journey through the mountain was a couple of goats. Other than that though, we saw some really nice looking scenery. But we should be back on path now to almost encounter Ivarstead, which I believe is just up here. I could be mistaken, I'm just going off by memory of the map, and I believe my memory might serve me correctly, though there is that over there. And I'm honestly not really looking forward to that, so we're going to go weapons ready, because it does look a little hostile. That being said though, I believe this was a well worth shortcut, honestly. I think it was actually worthwhile doing, and yeah, he is definitely coming after us. So try and take him out before he gets here, or no, he's actually going after something else. So I guess the better chance we have of taking this guy out now. Okay, let's not miss. Oh, he is definitely... What is he? What are you? I don't want to stay, though, to find out. Come on, Lydia, let's do this. Oh, man! High five! I wish I could high five you. Okay, he was a troll. We found out because he has troll fat on him. That or he was just carrying it. But, okay, that wasn't the worst of journeys, or wasn't the worst of enemies to fight. These super heavy arrows, I really do like. Admittedly, they do have a bit of drop-off, and I'll show you guys this right now. You'll notice that, again, they fall really quite fast, but they still have a decent range on them, which is lovely. So, I can still take out enemies, even if they are a little further away than I was thinking they would be. But still, I'm rather happy with their damage output. I've been able to take down things quite quickly using them, so... that being said, what is all this stuff here? What is that? Let's read. Oh, it's a heavy armor book. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need to worry about that, but we will take it to sell it. And there's a note here as well. Hello. I have heard of multiple complaints about attacks near the river northwest of the rift. Oh, okay, so they're going to investigate about the troll, and they sadly died by the troll. Not the best of way to go, honestly, I wouldn't think, dying by a troll. I'm still glad we haven't had to lose any of our lives yet in the game, though, that being said, I will speak again out of character, and that is I wouldn't mind dying at least once, just so I can see what the whole revival with the Dragon Souls would look like, because I think that would be really cool, though again, we haven't really tested that out, and I haven't died yet to see what that actually looks like. But I believe, if we are correct, we have 2 souls on us, 2 or 3 souls, so... we at least have, because I don't think they can work together, like, if you die in short proximity of each other, or if they activate it in proximity of each other. I think there's a cooldown that they have that they can use, so I probably can only die once a day to go through those souls. But I'm not, again, I could be speaking out of my arse and not be entirely too sure. But we do at least have one revival if necessary. That being said though, this is the town of Ivarstead. It is nighttime. My character is a little tired, a little hungry and whatnot. So we will have something to eat obviously whilst we're here. But yeah, welcome to Ivarstead. Cool. So that wasn't too bad of a journey, honestly. I'm quite happy with how that actually turned out. So let's go and try to find an inn. That's a farm. I believe the inn is up here. And that way we'll rest inside the inn, we'll eat what food that we have on us, because we do have a fair amount of food on us as well. And then we'll study the book a little bit more so we can figure out exactly where the places that we need to go. So here is the inn. Okay, so...
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Ivarstead?
Because we're here for treasure! Yay! I probably shouldn't say that, actually. Even though I know they can't hear me, but still.
I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Ooh, hang on. Tell me about the barrow. What are you talking about?
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Okay.
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow? If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
I don't think that is so relevant, but it might be. I'll have to check, because it did speak of a tower. Again, I'll have to read the book. I'm going to rent a room for the night.
Thing.
I don't have to, but I will do it anyways.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay, I'll still interrogate him about the barrow.
Hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you. Okay, so Lydia, let's have something to eat, and oh my god, you are so bloody. Go clean yourself up, lady. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely feeling hungry and thirsty right now. So let's have some cooked beef, which is lovely. We'll have some grilled chicken breast as well. Again, we'll need to cook some of the other food that we have on us, but that should be fine in lasting us the rest of the journey anyway. That being said, let's have some water skin, because we do have a fair amount of water on us. So that's why I have so many water skins. It's just to last us this whole journey. But we'll sleep for the night, and then we'll go and look at the map again.
No.
Oh, someone else. Okay then. Yeah, let's go to sleep here. Wait. Oh, this one. Okay, fine then. Let's go to sleep and we'll wake up early in the next morning. Okay, let's have something more to eat and drink here. There we go. And a bit of, I think, salmon steak in the morning, followed by an apple or so. And there we go. Okay, we're all great. So let us check the map here away from everyone else here. So the book, I believe, it's not book, it's the notes, I guess. I should refer to it as notes. The final guy, Sigis, I guess, was caught in the southmost reaches of Skyrim. He challenged Lord German to a duel, knowing it was honor bound to accept, and they clashed in battle, matched strength for strength, and fell together on the field before Ivarstead. The High King ordered a tomb built for German on the lake, which still bears his name. So, had him sealed within as well. So, on a lake near Ivarstead. Now, there is a massive lake, if I remember correctly, on the map here. Yeah, this big, massive lake here. So, I'm guessing it would be somewhere, maybe on the island in the middle, I'm guessing, or on that pathway that you see marked out on the map there as well. Let's go quickly investigate before ending today's episode. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. I love walking out and just seeing how pretty this game can be as well. That being said, though, I believe the lake is this way. And apparently the barrow isn't too far away from this place either, because I mean, they marked it on my map for me as it being just over here. And there's a tower, actually. Did they say tower? Did I read the whole tower thing correctly? Just want to double check the whole tower thing. Because I believe someone mentioned tower. I could be mistaken, though. Hiking ordered a tomb. Okay, it's just a tomb. It doesn't say anything about a tower. Oh, hang on. Golda himself was interred in a cave not far from where his tower once stood, in the place called Reachwater Rock. I don't think that is too relevant for me just yet, though that might be his tower that I see in the distance there. So maybe we'll go there after we look for... I mean, it could... Then, I mean, I want to initially find the tomb where the guy is sealed, and then I'll go check out the tower that you see in the distance. Because that might be relevant as well. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a tomb, and then we'll go look at the tower. So where would a tomb be? Hidden on the lake. It didn't really say it was hidden, it was just say it was built on the lake. So I'm guessing built on the lake, taking literally, would mean built in the middle of the lake. So let's head out here and have a look, shall we? Let's see what's out in the middle of the lake. That was really quite cold, apparently. I don't want to experience that. At least it wasn't icy water. I mean, I'd much rather swim through those lakes than swim through lakes at, near Winterhold. That would be way too cold for me. Okay, there's a few things here. And German's Hall was discovered. They said a cave near the tower. Is this not the right place we should be? Because that's this tower there. I'm guessing that would be the rocks place or whatever. I can't remember the name of it already. I mean, it might be worth checking that place out. What the hell is that? Is that a spider? It looks like a spider. Okay, let me just quickly check this out. Hang on. I'll be referring to these books because I don't have any other indication of where to go for these. So, checking it out again. According to Skyrim, battle match for strength with strength fell together on the field before. The High King ordered the tomb built for Germund on the lake, which still bears his name, and has such a still inside. I believe they said it still bears his name, so the lake after his name. And if I look at the map again, the place that we just walked past, what was it called? Germund's Hall. So this would definitely be the place. So that being said, I'm going to end the episode here. We're going to explore that in the next episode, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this so far, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to the next episode where I actually go inside this place here and see what lies within. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Stay awesome, everyone.